Welcome if it's your first time in. Having a cold, cold Friday in my neck of the woods. It's -4, feels like -17 today. Brr. That is just too cold. Okay, just saw me pop up, so those of you watching the replay are the only ones that get to hear me say hello and get the weather update. Hi, Angela. Boy, you were on it today. Unless you got it before I did. Just popped up for me. How are you? Man, are you anywhere near the weather over there? I've heard your weather is horrible. And I'm probably going to kick this stand for a minute. That's where the storm is kind of coming from. Hi, Amy. Okay. Yep, watching the weather. Yeah, because I was hearing that it's like across, I think, the whole northern part of the state, but geez, Texas is huge. Hi, Chrissy. I feel bad Angela ended because I was coming on. She could have kept going. I just, I was ready to go and Amy's awake, so I'm going to bump this while I come in, so I do apologize. I can't really get around it with having to keep my right leg in front of me. You don't realize how difficult some things are when you can't, how they say it, don't leave your leg behind. Don't leave it behind. Hi, Carol. Good evening. Oh, I think I'm in. I might bump it again. I hope not. I might have to pull up a little bit. That's kind of hurting on the... Well, I hope everybody is staying warm and nobody loses power. And that was my only concern about coming live, is that when I go live, I totally kill my phone. And if we lose power, I won't have a phone, but Mike will be home anytime. Alex, hi! I don't know. They talk, Shannon and Angela both talk about it. It's doing good, Angela. It just, the worst part is putting a shoe on. It hurts on the top. So I can walk a lot better. I split a bone, the little tiny bone. Like, this will be my big toe. So this is my toe part. And then the foot comes in. And there's, I guess, two little bones under the big toe. I split one on the inside. So it hurts more on the top than... But it was completely fat. It was so swollen. Well, I'm glad you find me, Alex. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I don't even want to color today, guys. I had such a disaster. Oh my gosh. Who in here has the Derwent drawing pencils? I hope Callie comes over because I know she's got them. I'm really struggling with blending. It's like certain color. I guess it's kind of the same with all pencils. Certain colors blend good, and certain pencils you can't get a blend at all. So, 3 times in one day you get to see Chris. You know, and I haven't seen Chrissy around. I was happy when I saw her pop in somebody's chat. I think it was late last night. Popped in and said hi. I'm like, oh, there you are. You have most of them. I had a blending issue today. Do you find they're picky sensitive or color sensitive, or like I did some blue flowers and they came out okay. I mean, it was slow going, and I kind of stopped fighting the pencil with this one. Like, I started with this one, so each flower I feel like got better. And I really like the effects I got on this one because I learned, like, more so than blending, that they work into each other. Hi, Callie. I was just talking about you. Me too, Alex. And so then I tried them over here with purple, and I wish I should have wrote down the color or brought it with me. This one color just would not blend or move. It like went into this paper and just stayed here. So I have erased it all off and starting to save this with Prismacolors, but I don't know. It might be a give up. Thank you, and I know you're talking about the blue flowers because these purple ones are terrible. Drawing with the light fast. I have a few light fast. I don't have very many. So, but yeah, the blues came out nice. They, like I said, I was able to work them, but yeah, those purples, I just, Oh, and the greens. The greens blended okay too. But yeah, this was a disaster. And I tried and tried and tried. Finally, I'm like, well, I'm going to erase it. Amy suggested going over it with Prismo, so that's what I'm trying now. I'm not super happy with the result, but like I said, I'll probably end up giving up on this page altogether. But that's that. Yeah, Angela, you're kind of ahead. I'll go back. Yeah, like I said, the blue ones came out pretty, but those purple ones, So any suggestions on blending with the drawing pencils, please, 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 because I really am struggling. So are they not blenders? I mean, I do realize I have to layer them, but I don't know. I feel like I'm putting down too much pigment. Like maybe I need to, and I'm kind of light-handed. I mean, I'm light-handed. I don't break points. But yeah, that was my mess. I still haven't done anything to my top mango lady, so I'm scared to touch her now. I'll get back to this one, Angela. I'm thinking for February, I'm going to do like finish up February. Like to get all my buddies done and all my whips done, and because there's a lot of people doing Fragile World, so I don't think I want to do that right now. It'll be like finish up February. I was going to do that or February Rita, but I don't think Amy has any of her Rita books with her. Maybe one. Hi, Ivy. Good to see you. Okay. I didn't eat yet, Mom. I ran out of time. So, so no blending secrets, Kelly, Alex. So we will get back to this one, but the one we're going to work on is this one. And we had a request to do, so this will probably be like in where I said this is probably going to run over into February. What did I ask you, Amy? Oh, the Rita Berman. Okay. Okay, Kelly. Are you struggling with it too? We're just not blending them yet. They certainly put down strong pigment, that's for sure. Lighter colors, okay. Yeah, they do seem to just really saturate. So I did have a request to do the fruit page too in Rooms of Wonder. Fruit pages. So I want to clarify that, and if she does want to do both, I'll use the one as... No, you can never find the dang page when you're looking for it, right? Oh, of course, because I hid the thing in there. If she wants to do both, I will do this one for like a Mandela Monday and get a 2 for 2 for myself. And then this one. And when I looked at it today, I just wasn't feel like doing food. So, but yeah, this will get done into running, like I said, maybe next month. But so this is the one we're starting today. I was going to use the Derwent's drawing pencils because these, if you don't have them, these are the colors. I hope this comes up good on the screen. Actually, haven't tried coloring. Oh, okay. I have the full set of Light Fast, so it gives me a little bit more colors, right? Yeah, those pencils are expensive. I'm thinking about building them, but they're almost $5 a piece in my area. Maybe when I do, I'll have your answers. Okay. What book did you use them in, Kayla? I know you told me and I forgot. The drawing pencils lend to be a more muted, so sometimes I grab a brighter shade from the. That's what I was struggling with, the brightness, and Amy said that too. It's just not bright like you usually color. So that's what I thought they would be nice colors for doing the buildings. And I was like they would be good muted building colors, but now I'm chickening out. So we will do Prismacolors. And hopefully I can stay in frame because Kim's not here, my frame master. I did have a pencil sharpener over here last week. Well, how is everybody this evening? Did you do anything fun for Friday? Shannon, don't chicken out. You didn't see my disaster, did you? That's why I'm chickening out, because I've been working with them all day and made a mess. I have a flower mess. And I didn't even bring them over here, so I can't use them. But I thought it would have been a cute page to use them on. And I think that's the only other page we did, right? And we did the truck. Did my truck. I might come back and do some sky or something, but I'm not worrying about backgrounds while I'm... Yeah, I think that's it. So this will cover houses in a row too. So it's a good picture, I think. Hi, Angela. And if I didn't say hi, Shannon, hi. Muted buildings. Now you want me to use them? You're the one who told me. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll have to, Hi, Kitty. How are you? Haven't seen you in a while. You doing okay? Nice, Alex. I love when that happened. Ooh, sorry. I did kick this pole because I'm going to go get the Derwents. You guys talked me into it. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, the hardest part about going to get the stuff is getting back in the camera seat without knocking y'all around. So you're going to get knocked around. Good. Good to hear. Oh. Did I miss anyone else coming in? I don't think so. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello. Thank you for the likes. Thanks to anybody watching and not chatting. All appreciated. Love to see you here. Oh, boy. That hip still hurts pulling in a chair. I say, well, with this weather, I think it feels like minus 17. It's like minus 4. Feels like minus 17. It's been aching a bit today. And I don't know if, I was really worried about my limping, and my foot being swollen because I'm already a little bit higher on that side. So then to go even more higher was not comfortable. And I was very worried about the condition of my hip. Okay, so I'm going to start with just a neutral. So I'm going to grab this. We'll do a light color to base something, a light ochre. I'm going to start somewhere where it's comfortable for me. So let me can I bring it down? Maybe about right here. I think will be good. And you guys can see good too. Now I'm just going to put down light coating to start. And we'll see how they do. So yeah, this is the the Derwent drawing pencils that had everybody upset. You have it feels like minus 22 in Tempest. Brr. Mandy here. Hi, Mandy. Minus 11. Brr. Yeah, Amy's holding out, hiding out over on the West Coast, staying warm. She's smart. Gonna get comfy. Okay. Yours is on this page, right? Are you up coloring, Angela? Who's just chilling out? Munchkin? I missed something in the chat. Kitty's good. She's cussing me out. Who's cussing? Oh, I was cussing you out. Yeah, maybe a little. Not much, though. It's not that far away. It was, what is it, 10 feet? Not that far at all. Okay, let's do a little bit of coloring. I get out of conditioning, doing live streams when you don't stream for a while. And, yeah, all the injuries. This might have been too light of a color. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I doubt. So I wonder what all this empty space back here is. There's two little spots here. I think she missed drawing houses. Isn't that interesting? Of course, so I picked a color right there. No, just watching me? Okay. It's actually not bad. I mean, it's got some very pretty areas, so that desert can be pretty. But okay, so light ochre. Let's just try the brown ochre. It's just a little bit of a step up. I don't want to go too. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, you can see that on camera. Well, that's good. It looks so light here. I didn't think you'd be able to. Now these things, I will say, these drawing pencils, and what do I have? I have the Holbein, some, not all of them. I have some light fast, some luminance, polychromos, Prismacolors, These definitely put down to me. I should correct myself. I haven't really played with the light fast too much, so. But for my first impressions, these put down like the most pigment in a swoop. Like you really, and I was watching some people use them and I noticed they hold them like way back here, which it's hard for me to have control. Oh, Kim is just chilling. Is she feeling okay? I meant to text her today, but it's been a weird day. That's what I was going to ask, Chrissy. Which ones? Do tell. But yeah, they put a lot of pigment down with very little effort. And I did those 3 blue flowers. I never sharpened my pencil. Like it was the first sharpening of the pencil, so I sharpened it to a point, and then I colored all 3 of those flowers and never sharpened. Used 3 pencils. Never sharpened one of them after the initial 'sharpen. 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 'S So yeah, the way I work, like I can see these pencils will take me forever to color things, but it's kind of extremely pigmented polychromo. Like they don't feel like them, but I think they work like them possibly. Thanks, Chrissy. All right, I do want to go a little bit darker because I'm not getting quite the contrast. So I see we have this warm earth. Warm earth, warm earth, warm earth. Where are you? They're supposed to be in order. Why aren't they? Maybe. Oh, that's right. I missed them, so I put them over here. Nope, that's not the ones that got booted. We were just on the wrong page. So this one hasn't even been sharpened yet. That was probably way too many times, but that's okay. I'm going to lay a little bit more of the darker color down. Not the darkest, the brown ochre, and this is the warm earth. I've had some of these that were bent, like they're crooked. And I actually had a lead fall out, a very large lead. So I was wondering, you know, the price in these pencils like was cut in half from the time they were originally coming out to the time we got them. I'm wondering if they knew they had quality issues and, you know, lowered the prices because they went down when they first came out. What were they, like 268? And even now after all these sales they're 148. So, and the price per pencil is just over $2. 202, did I see? 202. I think my mom has had Artist Loft before and gone through them all. She's coloring again. She's colored quite a few pictures this week. She's doing the Angela Markova, the double-eyed things. She used to love those. She's probably colored 100 of her books. And she actually bought one that she's finished twice already. Almost finished the second time. I pulled it out and there are a couple pages left in there, so. But yeah, like I said, using these pencils, this is going to take me forever, but that's okay. That's what I enjoy, actually. I don't like rushing my pages. So, did I say hi to you, Mandy? Yes, I did, because you came in with the weather report. Okay. They blend nice? That's good. I've got to stop buying pencils. I keep, you know, it's like we're just always looking for that perfect pencil. It's like, you know, Prismacolors are nice, but we all have the same problem. You got to sharpen them 100 times while you're working with them. And, you know, now I'm looking at the Artex pencils. I'm like, why? You know, my mom did order the Brute Fronters, so I'll get to see how those are. I should say she had me order them for her. Got to keep her off YouTube. Oh. And I am going to do some colored houses. I just wanted to play with them a little bit before I dove in. I can already tell it's going to be a harsh line for the blend. What did Alex get? I really want a second copy of The Twilight Garden. I have 18 pictures left to color in my first copy. I actually have that one. I only have 4 of her books. That's one of the ones I have. I got frustrated with that paper. I don't remember why either. Oh, actually, those colors blend together pretty good. Got lucky. Yeah, I think it might be that you just have to really watch how much pigment you put down. Well, this paper is super smooth, I will say. Are these oil pencils? I think they're oil, right? Hi, Noel. How are you this evening? Good to see you. It's nice to see everybody tonight. It was a busy night on YouTube. There's a lot of streams going. I was popping around, doing my rounds. It's hard to do that. I get a little overwhelmed. Especially if you're coloring stuff. It makes me want to, that I have, makes me want to grab it and do it. And oh, and so if you don't know, I purchased my first Camellia Dirico book. I the the best of the pop manga, however you say it. That one was on sale on Amazon, so I picked it up. I figured we're all trying to, well, not we're all, some of us know how to use them, but there's a bunch of us on YouTube here, trying to put our Neo 2s to work, so everybody talks about, I'm sorry about that sniff. I didn't even need the sniff, it was kind of a nervous sniff. Everybody saying how good the paper is for water, so I think I got it for like $6. Thank you very much, Angela. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Boy, everybody's up late. Oh, did you guys get to sleep in today? Didn't have to go to work with the storms coming? So, Amy, are you working on this picture? What do you think these empty spots are behind these two trees? It's funny, those empty spots are behind all the trees. There's one behind this tree, too. Yeah, these colors actually blended really nice together. Did like butter and the paper. Maybe I just had a bad blend. I don't know. I did the like guys, it might have just been too deep. That grape. I did the grape heather and violet dusk. So that does not work. And I tried to bring in the soft violet. But no, they did not blend. That grape is super dark. And I'm trying to get more of a contrast with my colors too, from light to dark. So with learning a new pencil and then trying to get a higher contrast to it at the same time, it's posing a little challenge on myself, but keeps it interesting. Let's see what's going on. I went and gave all I could to thumbs up Foxy, True, Linda, and View, but was in and out so much. Just did drive-bys. Yeah, everybody was on. That's what I was saying. I did too. I'm. I was hanging out at Foxy's and Angela's, and then Angela's and Views, and then Angela's and Jane's, because she's on too. I'm up late because I started the 2000 puzzle and want to make a little progress. Makes sense. That's like the coloring. We get sucked in there. See? I knew it. Up because you slept in. I was thinking the free part of the house second. Yeah, because this one actually, she's got a square drawn, so it's not part of the house. Because that's what I was thinking, that this was part of that house, but there's no windows or anything. So I don't know. If you don't like my pokey coloring, sorry, I am a very slow colorist. Even my layering is super slow. It's just kind of makes me anxious when I color fast. It doesn't really help with the relaxation thing, so so I just try to keep it slow. I actually like a little bit darker color, so we go from warm earth. What would be a next up? Woodland. They do gradiate the gradiate. I think that's the right word, right? Gradiate the colors quite nicely in the set. That's probably the one I got. When I was putting them in the case, I missed 2 pencils, so they're kind of kicked out and off out of order. But I tried to, since I don't know the colors at all, tried to put them in the case to order. My mom does my swatching for me, so that's why they're not sharpened. Wasn't gonna. You gotta sharpen them all before you swatch them. I can see that Chinese white. It's got some pink in it. That definitely rubbed on something in transition. But yeah, like I was saying too, a couple of my barrels are bent, so I don't know how that's going to fare with them because the lead did fall out of one of them already. If this kind of looks like the picture you sent me today of all the houses over there. I used to laugh when we drove across that. It's like, how in the heck does the mail person deliver the mail? And then I realized, oh, all the mailboxes are at the bottom of the hill. So they just, it's like an apartment building, even though it's houses. I was like, I would never be walking up all those stairs to deliver the mail. Yeah, those colors actually blended very well together. So I don't know. Be very, very cautious with that grape pencil. If you guys figure out how to work that pencil, let me know. Maybe it's just like a outliner or something. Have to remember to be very careful with the deep darks. Did you guys see Sarah from Ink and Hue is kind of back and dropped a video? No, I actually never watched her before, so. Oh, you watched her, Amy? Yeah, she's not one I ever um, watched. Somebody was just talking about her, so I went. I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed now, but I will definitely double check. I've heard her name a lot. Ink and Hue. Does she color, or because that would be the other thing if she paints or draws and no coloring? I can watch a little bit of the water painting and stuff in a coloring book, but I don't do any other art, so watch a little bit of journaling here and there, but not much. I went down that road already. I don't want my interest getting piqued again. Oh, maybe I'll try that. No, no, no. I had fun with the glue. You know, I went through a gazillion glue sticks, and I can't use any of the easy stuff because of my breathing. I can't wait to go doing some binge watching now she's back. Couple YouTubers coming back, couple leaving. I was extremely sad. I don't know if I've mentioned before, one of my favorite people to watch is are you kidding me? her name's Jackie. She does a lot of watercolor painting. Spare Room Studios. She did a lot of R.J. Hampton's books. Very good work. She does fantastic, like I said, really, really good watercoloring in the coloring books. With anything, like the kids' grade watercolor markers. She'll paint with them, and of course, she was painting with the Languine, whatever they are, gel pens, and yeah, I kind of wonder if that's like, how Dee Dee Willingham does the acrylic washes with the acrylic paint and the gel pens that they're doing that with. They say acrylic gel pen. I wonder if it's like using a acrylic wash paint. That's how it kind of operates. Like once it dries, does it stay or does it keep moving? That would be one of the ways to tell. But yeah, I was very bummed. Spare Room Studio is putting her channel on hold for a while. Mainly for health issues for her and her husband. So hopefully they will be okay. It's getting old stuff really stinks. But sounds like it's stuff they can take care of, so that's good. Just, extra doctor visits and stuff. Yeah, I ran out of time tonight putzing around with that stupid flour. Never made myself dinner. Now I'm hungry. Shouldn't say dinner. It's kind of my lunch when I eat earlier. My backward schedules. But Kelly leaving. You gotta go to bed. I think my cold meds are kicking in. Oh, I didn't know you had a cold, Kelly. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Sleep good. Stay nestled. Hot tea and chicken soup in the morning. Lots of ginger. Feel better. Thank you for stopping in. You must have missed that. Yeah, I wasn't watching too much of the chats today. I was more listening because coloring away on that dumb flower. Yeah, most likely I'll give up on that page. That big giant leaf intimidates me anyway. Are you talking about Ink and Hue? Oh, okay. All right, I'll definitely, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm subscribed to her now because I subscribed to a bunch of people when I came back on YouTube. And if she wasn't doing anything new, that would be why she's not on my radar. So, all right. Well, that was a nice combo. I like the result. Would like some more depth, but that's what I'm kind of wondering. Like, do they continue to layer on top of each other? Are they buildable? That's the things we need to know, right? See, like with the polys, I feel like with the layering and you do that harsh line, if you keep going over with a lighter color over and over and over, it eventually goes away. These don't seem to have that same What do I want to call that? Bonus benefit. I'm going to leave those colors out because I'll probably do another house that color. What color we want to do a house? Got some interesting greens in here. Let's see. Let's try olive green, green earth. Olive green. That'll be our darkest and our lightest. We need olive. Where am I? Where am I? Green earth. Olive green. There's not really a middle one. Maybe Craig. We'll try those to start with. It's just a house. It's just a house. Has everybody got their munchies? I know they were making jokes about the eggs, bread, and milk, and isn't that the truth? We don't have any bread, but we got hamburger buns. Got all your snacks and yummies for the weekend, so you don't have to go anywhere. Those in the eye of the storm. Yeah, I think it's kind of like this is totally burnished out, it feels like. Like I don't think it would keep building color. Okay. I don't know these colors. I kind of... Which one actually is darker? They look the same. Okay, I guess the green earth is lighter. I think it's just a little deeper, not really lighter. But we will start with that. These lay down really nice on this paper. Like, if you're a straight colorist, you'd really enjoy them in here. So, learning to use these. Like I said, I got the... See, all my stuff came... My birthday was in November, and the family had ordered me pencils. So those all just kind of came in the last 2 weeks. So that was the pastel Holbeins and the drawing pencils, which I don't really know what to do with the Holbein pastels. You know, like they're light and however, they're heavily pigmented and they're frosty. I don't find them like a bright pencil. I don't know. They're weird. And playing with the Neos, which I really want to do some pencil work on my Camellia lady there. I'm in this thing right now. I don't want to do stuff. I don't want to ruin it. Really, I'm like super discouraged with that flower today. I was like, oh great, now I gotta go color on camera. You know how some days you just can't color? Like it's just it's a bad coloring day. And just everything you try to color, it just doesn't come out right. This is quite dark. I don't know if I want to go this dark yet. Maybe that's sage. That is quite a dark color. I don't want to have that same problem. Maybe don't put the dark color directly down on the paper is the answer. Start with your lights and build up. Try it that way. This is also a different book, which the paper feels the same, as the wildflowers, but I'm not quite sure that it is. All my Johanna books are different, except for, I would say, the Wildflower, Rooms of Wonder, and Magical World. No, World of Wonder, Magical World, and the Wildflower book all have the same paper, but it could be slightly different. Like my Rooms of Wonder is a little bit thicker and it's white, where these three have a cream paper. I am messing up so many pages trying backwards, but I have to keep practicing. Trying backgrounds. Yeah, yep. And plus, you've bought specific books to do it with, so, right? You're not really messing up pages. You have to practice. I mean, I've shown my practice books. They're a mess. Secret Gardens and Kirby's, what is it? Anamorphia? Imagimorphia. I trash those books playing with backgrounds and I don't normally care too much about backgrounds. I may do a little bit, like with my truck, I put a little ground on there or, something like that, a little light color. But Mike lately has been looking at these Johanna pages and going, now that picture needs a background. Like, thanks, Mike. And I feel like I ruined my floating island with my sky. But I'm not good at them. I'm not an artist. I color. I color the picture that the artist gives me. That's what I do. I admire the people that can draw in this stuff. That one that Chrissy watches, holy cow. Barbara Colors, I think. Colors with the U, I believe is her. She does a lot of additions too. Draws stuff in. And I think she paints. Oh, no, no, no. I take that back because I watched her. I think she was using luminance pencils. I do take that back. This is a really pretty green. Did I say this one's sage leaf? I do usually do like sages and saps. Sages, saps, mosses, olives. I like those brownie greens, I guess they are. Earthy. Bright ones never look natural to me for some reason. They probably are the natural ones, but that's me. Well, I've taken it to my big books now. I'm messing up. I should have stayed with the small books. What are you messing up? What are you working on? This is the Olive Earth. Bring that in for our shading. So how many times do you think I would have sharpened my pencil if I was using Prismas? I mean, so much pigment comes out of these pencils. It's wild. And I guess that's where, it comes to these aren't really made for coloring, where I'm like, I don't even know what to do with them. And I have been moving around a lot more in the coloring community lately just because of buying new products that I don't know how to use. And, a lot of the coloring channels, rather than the art channels, stay to the budget friendly stuff so everybody can relate and afford it and watch and color along or whatever. But I mean, you can color along with me, but I'm not like a follow me kind of color along channel. But what was my stupid point? Yep, ramble and lose your dumb thought because I saw the chat move. I'm like, oh, you gotta read the chat. Oops, squirrel. Anyway, venturing off to new channels, that was it. And with them coming in and coloring, it sounds like they're using solvents because I hear them talking about mineral spirits and stuff. So, and wildflowers, I really liked my coloring of the flowers until I added the background. Yeah, well, the background's not bad. The flowers are pretty. Background first. I heard something today, and this again is somebody else's opinion, but it was somebody also learning, and they were going around and learning, and they always did their background first and then struggled to put the page together. Well, whoever she was watching, she said that they said when coloring a page, you should do your focus point first, your focal point first. Like, say, if it's a background, you got like a person and a dog, that you should do the person and the dog first and then work your page around your focus point. So I don't know if that's right or wrong, just something she learned in her investigation of starting to color and make a page look better. But yeah, I wonder, being that artists do use the mineral spirits and the blending things, and like if that's what these types of pencils, being that they put down so much pigment, are they, made more for being blended with some kind of, solvent or component or whatever? Because I'm sure I've never even tried any kind of solvent with pencils, but with the pigment that it leaves sitting on the paper, I would think that if you're breaking it down and moving it, it would sure move quite a bit. Like, see, already I've got it too heavy over here. Even with that light hand. These colors are blending out pretty good together. I do it slow. Oh, shoot. Hello, Melissa. Good to see you. How are you this evening? Thank you for everybody watching. Thank you so much for all the likes. Appreciate anybody watching and not chatting. Thank you for the new subscribers, too. I had quite a few this week. Quite a few. Well, for me, it's quite a few. And I really appreciate you. So thank you all very much. Trying to hang in here. Seems like every time one thing gets settled, something else happens. But I think I'm just supposed to stay in the house for the winter this year. I was going to go to the doctor, and that's like the day before was when I cracked my foot. It was just a routine something. Routine visits. Are you an adult colorist, Melissa? Artist? So yeah, it seemed like the Johanna January went off pretty well. Had a couple other channels following along. Hawaiian Hillbilly and Ivy Sunny Flowers. So that was nice. Which was why I was trying to do the flowers, because they were done by other channels, which Maybe I should have followed along. Of course, I don't have the colors, so I don't know. I kind of did decide today, though, that like with all the struggles I had, Prisma was definitely my fallback. Like I didn't think, oh, I'm gonna, because I always say I struggle, like which is my favorite pencil, polychromos or Prismacolors. And when I struggled with that flower, it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna grab my polys and fix this. No, it was I'm gonna grab my Prismas and see if I can fix this. So I would have to say then that that puts my Prismas as my favorite pencil. I don't always enjoy them the best when using them, but they probably are the overall. Um, I think you can make them work on any paper. Put it that way. And you know, it seems like different people like different pencils on different paper anyway. So, like, I really like polychromos on smooth paper, where a lot of people, you know, oh, can't use polys on that, it's too smooth. Well, I prefer the polys on smooth paper, so I think they kind of glide on it. That's how these kind of feel too. This paper is really smooth. I think this is smoother than Wildflowers paper. Yeah, there is a lot of empty space in that book, but you really do like it. I'm glad it was given to me because I never would have bought it. Well, I shouldn't say never. I may have. You know how that goes. You see it, and plus it's gone down in price pretty much already. I see Inklings is already on sale. I haven't seen a flip through of that. Anybody seen a flip through of Inklings? Amy. Well, good thing since I have so many of them. Well, I really don't know what I have. I think I have like a bunch of yellows. I said she was definitely buying some kind of set to get a certain pencil rather than buying individual pencils. Because there's a lot of the, like probably 24 sets over and over again to get the reds or something. I don't know. I don't know. Now, see, this isn't a really smooth blend, which I didn't expect, but that kind of works for a building because you do have, you know, your weathering where, you know, the building's kind of discolored here and there, which is why I originally thought of using these, so it's working for the most part. I'm going to go ahead and use this olive green around the windows. I think I just colored on the window. I just looked up at the light, so now I'm blinded. I should look away. It isn't out. I thought I saw it on Amazon today. Maybe it was a pre-order. Well, the pre-orders got a bigger discount than it was before. I never see you use Prismas, Angela. You're always using budget pencils. Anybody in the house have the Artex? This is more so of a curiosity. I'm definitely not buying any more pencils, but I'm just kind of curious. I've heard they've kind of ranked up over the Woomers and over the Brutes. So I was just wondering how you felt about that. Inklings comes out in March. Thank you, Alex. Is Jessica here? Where? Did I miss her? Okay, so how do your Artex compare to your square brutes? Oh, hi Jessica, there you are. I don't think I saw you come in. I'm on live. Or did I miss you? Anyway, hi. Good to see you. Good for you doing a workout. You like the square brutes better. Okay, good to know. Those are on the way. Okay, Chrissy. Yeah, with my mom coloring again so she doesn't shove the Prismacolors down in the, the old school electric sharpeners. I don't know, she's come to where she doesn't like the Prismas either, so she likes an oil-based pencil. So hopefully she'll like the Brutes. She's pretty much gone through the Castle Art Golds. She really liked those. I didn't care for those at all, but she liked them. She did not like the Castle Art Harmonious, though. How do you like those, Amy? Have you used those at all? Looks like 30 seconds ago. Okay. I love the way the square shape and the hexagonal pencil feel in the hands. I kind of do too. I have the Artex. They're good. Mid-budget pencil. I like them. Square boots are an oil-based pencil, so a lot softer. Okay. I'm definitely loving my new pencil. Yes, they are lovely, aren't they? I didn't like the Harmonious. Neither did my mom. We gave them to Amy. Amy, did you try them yet? Chrissy's mind would like to know. Or not Chrissy, I'm sorry, Jessica. That's who asked, right? Jessica? Yes. I got blinded out. My hip is hurting, stinging. Ooh. You like them better because you like the shape? Okay. Not really. We'll do a house with that. Oh, that is, yeah. Those are good colors for houses. Uh-oh. Enable alert, enable alert. Yeah, I can't stand it. As soon as I say I'm not going to buy something, that's the next thing I buy. Like, I absolutely did not need more pencils. You know what I'm looking for is greens. I feel like all the greens I use are the same. So I'm going to buy, like, I don't have all the luminance and I don't have all the light fast. I just got a few of them. So I'm just going to buy all their greens, I think. I have a Blick gift certificate, so, well, actually a couple of gift cards. So I'll get my Prismacolor list together, which is why I haven't used it yet, because I want to make sure I get the Prismas I need. If I need any polychromos. which I don't think so because I had just backed up a lot of those because they were all really small. Hi, Kim. You doing okay? Good to see you. You struggle making those shades and love the colors. Oh, of the harmonious. Yeah. I like the original Castle Arts, but they really hurt my hand, and I do keep those down here for like if I color over markers or something. For they work really good over alcohol markers. I don't know what the deal is with that, but they do. If I use Prismas over the markers, it seems like they're too thick. The polychromos don't blend out nice. I don't know. But see, to me, to color a whole page with like a budget pencil, it absolutely kills my hand. I can't apply that much pressure. So I'm kind of spoiled, or kind of spoiled myself with better pencils that don't need, you know, and I like, the thick, full coverage on the paper when I color. I burnisher. So, if I work with Prismacolors for a long time where you're burnishing a lot of spots, my hands will get really sore too. Now these to burnish, you don't really push at all. You just keep applying more color. You can't hear me well? I don't know. Is anybody else having problems hearing me? Can everybody else hear me okay? You can hear me now? Can you hear me now? Well, I asked how you were. How are you? Are you okay? Why do I not see this color? Green shadow. Oh, that's why, because it doesn't look green. So I say, and like, I think the harmonias are a lot like the deeper colors that are in here. I can see some of these are warped just from looking at them in the case. I don't know why. I don't know if that happens from the traveling and I hit the camera thing again, so sorry about that. I don't know if that happens from the traveling, the different weathers. Let's try some of these colors. They're neat. Do an ash blue, smoke blue, ink blue. That should be enough. We need something lighter. Yeah, let's pull that one too. See how they do. Hi, Sue. Thanks for coming. Good to see ya. Did you mute me? I don't want to yell or everybody else can't hear. Can you hear better now? Can you hear me now? It might be better that you don't hear me. I'm just a blah, 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 blah today. And the other thing that really stinks since I hurt my foot, I can't do any of my exercises And I've gained like 10 pounds in a week. Like, that is crazy. You know, the exercises for my hip. I'm worried my hip is going to freeze up and not work right, and scary, scary. I want to do that house, but I don't want to do that house because I don't know what's going on with that box. I'm trying to do bigger ones. Ooh, let's do that one. That's a big one up there. Okay. What is this? Smoke blue? No, I want to start with ash blue. We'll do ash blue. That's pretty. Oh, so you can hear? Okay. I have to wait till later, Lori, to get them out. Oh, that's fine. I didn't know if you used them or not. I was just wondering. Not like, go get them. Go get them right now. It's so cold. Kim, are you staying warm out there? I stay in the basement because it's so much warmer. I know people find that so weird. They're like, your basement's supposed to be cold. Not mine. Probably a good 10 degrees warmer down here. Of course, it's all finished, so the carpeted floors help a lot. The drywall and insulation. You can feel a breeze out the walls, though, but you can upstairs, too, so... Yeah, I feel it when I'm going up the stairs. It's like, brr, it's cold. Very cold. Yes, drawing pencils. Derwent drawing pencils. Book. Oh, I'm sorry. Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. Thank you, Chrissy. We're doing Johanna January over here, which is probably going to spill into February, finish up Johanna. Because had a few requests for pages, so I know I'm going to do the big house. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, Angela. I am going to do the big house, too. Just didn't want to do it today. I was so frustrated with that flower and wildflowers. Ugh. Can't even tell you. Hours of my life taken away for one silly flower. It's so crazy. Why don't I just stop and say, okay, it's going to be a bad flower? Nope. Can't do that. It's going to be a bad flower anyway, and I wasted all that time. Why are you apologizing? She was asking me. You got both those pictures done really quick, Angela. You must have enjoyed coloring them. When I first started the truck, I didn't really like it, but then when I was finishing it up, I really had a good time with it, so must just not have been in the mood for the truck at the beginning. For one, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with the other things. Like, I think, thinking to make it too comfortable when I kind of just brought down the palette to just a few colors and keeping all my flower pots kind of on the terracotta side and whatever. It came together a lot quicker. I think I use all Prismas on that page. Yeah, Prismacolors work pretty nice on this silky smooth paper. This paper, I think, is definitely softer than the wildflower paper. This is slick. Slick, slick, slick. The flower, Amy? Well, it still needs some work. It was bad. Okay, so this is one of those heavy. So it is. These dark pencils, yeah, they put down the pigment. So this is our ink blue. Yeah, and it is like putting ink on the paper. Even on top of all those other layers. It's just, wow. Yeah, so if you have a light hand and you want like a strong use more pigment or stronger, darker color, whatever you say, these would be perfect for you. These are definitely not a heavy hand person pencil. Although I think Taylor uses them. And she says she's heavy handed, but I know she don't layer that much. She's more of a blender. But I wonder if that's what she's using with her fur. Her fur's been looking really good. Oh, I gotta sit up for a second. Yes, it's slick. Funny feeling it is. It's super slippery. Like the pencil just wants to slide right off of it. I thought it was the same as the wildflower paper, but no, it is not. That might have been why I hesitated with the truck, because I was a little like, wow, what's up with this paper? Because I do remember having problems blending the truck. Like it would not blend the Prismacolors. So that's interesting. I'm gonna lay off that because I don't know if that's gonna blend out well. Don't like that color. A frosty with a dark, I guess. I can still see that hard line. I'm just off watching reviews. Obviously, I don't have them. Out of my budget, unfortunately. Yeah, they were out of mine too. I got them as a gift. And they went way down in price. I think they actually might be cheaper if you buy them individually. Like I said, I think you have to be kind of a skilled pencil user, which apparently I am not. I'm gonna have to figure out what these are gonna work for me with. To try them on top of the Neos. See how that works. He's still in frame. Yep. Yeah, I've had to really watch to make sure I stayed in frame. I'm glad you're here, Kim. Of course, now I'm watching it because you weren't, so. It's kind of, I don't know, that one's kind of an oddball. It's the lightest blue, but it's got a little bit of a green in it. I gotta Do I have that one? That's probably that one. Yeah, Solway blue. It doesn't look like it has green. Oh, I see. These other ones are greeny and that one is not. That one's bluey. Okay. That's why it's not mixing well. These are green blue, these three. The ash blue, ink blue, and smoke blue actually have like a green hue. Well, thank you very much for coming, Alex. Appreciate you being here. Have a good night. Thank you very much for subscribing. Yes, I'm glad you were here. It was nice. Have a good night. Everyone, I'm going to get off here. My medicine is taking effect and I am falling asleep. Bye, everyone. Have a great night. Stay warm. You too, Angela. Hope you sleep well. Stay warm. Keep me informed that you're okay tomorrow. I didn't get to color last night, so making dinner and watching you, and then it's my turn. Very good. Nighttime coloring's always fun until the eyes can't see anymore. The Arteza is doing good, but I tried to mix the Prisma over it, and nope, not going to happen. I think the Arteza are oil based. Ambient, hi. Good to see you. Nope, I'm not leaving yet. I have about 40 more minutes. Angela and Alex are going to bed. But nope, I'm staying. I'm going to stay here and complain about my pencils some more because I don't know what I'm doing. So. It's a learning curve. You seem okay. Yeah, I think in here it's... Well, see, I'm getting impatient now, too. That's the other thing. I know you have to... Yeah, you definitely have to layer and go very slow if you want to... If you want a seamless blend. A lot of people don't care. You know, the hard blend is okay. And sometimes it looks really nice. Like I said, yeah, I don't think I do enough. I don't make it dramatic enough, you know, from the dark to light. It's not a big enough difference. Lost my word. Oh, good. I'm glad you're glad I'm staying. I'm glad I'm staying too. Get this house done at least. Trying the drawing Derwent pencils in here. I had a huge fail, so I got right back on the horse and trying them out again. This is another color mix that's not going too well. The browns did good, the greens did good. I did not do well with purple. I'm not doing too good with this blue. Like I said, I think I'm getting a little bit more impatient. Yeah, me too. I was wondering because I haven't seen you around. Did you see? I did post my picture, the color along with you. Did you see it? Did I post it or I did a short? I can't remember which. Might be a short. Yeah, it's a short. But I tagged you. I finished. I ruined my background, but it's done. Because Mike told me that picture has to have a background, so I put a stupid sky on it and ruined it because I am horrible at backgrounds. Trying to be the focus for the year, but I keep just saying, oh, it doesn't need one. Color. I'm a colorist. I'm not a drawer. You know, draw. Yes, I'm glad. Yep, I saw it and pretty sure I commented. That's how I was trying to remember. I was struggling with being able to comment, so I know I kind of ignored the comments. So if you did, I'll have to go make sure I commented back. Arteza are layering pencils. Yeah, that would mean they're oil. A lot of people really like those pencils. I did not care for those. My mom didn't like them either. Just scribbled all over the roof. Oops. I made a huge pot of vegetable beef soup last night with our rib bones from our prime rib over the holidays. So that came out really good. And I have a whole bunch to put in the freezer. Mom likes soup through the winter. I used to make a pot every Sunday, but I don't know, with the way things are going with me, I'm not going to count on that. I had put, before my surgery, I had put a whole bunch of, I cooked a lot and put a whole bunch of frozen meals in the freezer, and she's down to about 3 of them, so she was starting to get a little nervous. So, like, well, I'll make a big pot of soup and we'll freeze a bunch of soup. Okay. So she's happy. Yeah, after you talked about having commenting issues, I started having issues again. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube and locking people out of the chats and the live chats. You keep getting told you gotta subscribe even though you've been a subscriber forever. Yeah, I don't mind layering, but I don't like having to push hard either because it hurts my hand. So, yeah, the layering with this is like a whole new meaning of layering. Boy, if you used, like, because of the pigment in these pencils, if you used, like, a solvent to blend them, they last you forever. I think I need a white or something with a champagne. Some kind of a blender color in here. I don't want any more blue. This pencil kind of reminds me of like, well, it's a little pinkier. Kind of like the ivory and the polychromos. Maybe a little more peachier. That ivory is a very unique color, I think. I had bought a few extras, but seem to have used them all. I need one now and I can't find one, so I have to order some of those. I used to go through the ivory, the cinnamon, the light magenta. I don't use the cinnamon very much anymore. I don't know what I was coloring that I would use the cinnamon so much. I know I've gone through quite a few cinnamons. I don't do portraits, so it wasn't faces. I don't know if I liked it for maybe stonework. I like to do stonework, so. Let's see. I don't wear an Artias is one of my faves. Oh. I'm getting ready to try Kim to blend on this paper. Let's see. um, I don't know how the gray would mix with this because I got that green tinge in here. I don't know these pencils at all, Kim, so. And they're not blending that lovely. They're fighting me. Go over here. I don't mind. I want a hard. I don't want to make it. I want to keep the brightness. That's why I say I don't know about gray. Gray might. Sorry, everybody. See, I remembered to turn that off last live. I didn't even think I had an alarm set today. It's for my Motrin for my foot. I wouldn't have needed an alarm, I don't think, after sitting here. When it swells, it starts to hurt. Right. That's what I'm thinking, and it probably was with pink because I do a lot of do. Um, I use a lot of pinks. So that's I'm thinking with the probably with bricks, like the kaput mortem, however that word is said, and maybe some cinnamon bricks or something. I could see myself doing that. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. If you're not in chat, appreciate the likes. Everybody stopping by this late night Friday. It's good to see everybody. Some new faces this week. That was nice. It was nice. I miss you, Kim. You're going to be able to stream Sunday? Glad I looked at it today. I'm like, oh, I better check. When was that? Yesterday. I was getting ready to plan my day around it. And I was like, oh, let me see if she's even coming on. You hope so? Are you not feeling well, or? Headache? It's funny you can't see much of this low lighting on camera at all. It's pretty dark in person. Definitely need some over here. So I don't know if you've noticed the fish tank is no longer. So no more fishies. No more bubbles. Just thinking. I really like the bird background. The birds singing in the background. I don't know how people do that. If it's like part of the you stream, we all stream. Restream, you stream, we stream. I don't really understand why people use a third party streaming, but I guess there must be a reason. We all do what we do for a reason, right? I was just going to ask if maybe tomorrow. Saturdays are so much better for me because Mike's home on Sunday, and like I said, he knows I'm on, so he lets me watch, but I cannot listen. Okay, sounds good. I do too. I was just sitting here like it's making me want to like make noise. Yeah, I miss the bubbles. That's what I told him. We need a bubbler. Well, he'd love to put the fish tank back up, but you know, for the last 8 years, he hasn't helped me do anything to it, and it's hard. You know, doing the water changes and stuff, carrying, 30 gallons of water across the floor to dump it. And now with my body broken, I don't know. I don't want to do it anymore. It was fun when it was a hobby and I could do it and it was fun. Now it's a chore and it's hard. So maybe we'll do a little tank. So others can come up on the panel. Okay, that makes sense. But see, I see a lot of people that use it that don't do that. So that's the people I question. Like I get it. That I completely understand. But I am on BookTube quite frequently. Third-party streaming apps are very useful, especially if you want to stream with someone else at the same time. Yes. Gus is as good as mine. Yeah, peaceful sounds. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up because I do like the birds. The birds are chirping. And I don't even know if the person streaming can hear them or if it just goes over for the people watching. So, not sure about that either. But I don't know. I prefer the quiet also. Sometimes I forget I'm streaming though, or watching a stream when they're quiet and they don't talk very much, and then they'll say something and scare the daylights out of me. It's always funny. But music, nope. I wasn't going to say this, but I am going to say it because I really do try to go to people's lives and support them. But, music I have to be in a mood to listen to. So some of them I can put on my tablet and you talk loud enough to where I don't hear the music. But on my phone, I always hear the music. So that's a hard one for me. That's something I can't control. Like music's just an irritant. Along with other noise, I'm sure. I'm sure everybody has the same problems. Guilty? Did you have music on? I don't remember hearing music. I've heard you say gonna play music and delete it, but I don't remember hearing music playing. I don't know if you saw me in your live the last time I was there, because I said hi and you never said hi. But I was there. Unless I missed you say hi, that's possible too, because I move around sometimes, and if I take the chair upstairs, it's kind of loud. I'm not super happy with that building, but I don't know. It needs a different color. Maybe Kim was right with the gray. Let's put some gray in there and see. It needs something. So I'm going to try a carbon gray for dark gray. And we'll put it over here to kind of shadow this window in case it just totally doesn't go at all. You ever have those days where everything you do just doesn't come out right and you think the next day you just shouldn't have colored today? I think I'm having one of those days. I thought I'd be safe with this because it's kind of just basing, throwing some color down and low lighting. A little more than basing, but not too much. Okay, thank you, Sue. I really appreciate you being here. You are so welcome, and thank you. You guys are so kind to say thanks when people stream. That's very nice. Worlds of Wonder, Johanna Basford. So that's what we were talking. The paper is super, super slick. Because I thought it might have just been me, but Amy said yes too. I didn't buy this book until just recently. This is a new book for me, and I don't know if I got this and Magical World mixed up, but I really like this one a lot better. And I was like dead set, like I'm not getting that book. I don't like it. So I think I might have had them mixed up because I kind of really like this one. Like I love doing houses. I can't believe I wouldn't, and it's different for Johanna, so I don't know why I wouldn't want a house, the book. I don't know why I wouldn't want a house that had a book in it. Yeah, that too. Yeah, it's not really a light gray. We need something lighter. Yeah, this isn't even gonna show up. Nope, I think I'm burnished out. There's a lump on my paper. What is that? What is that? Okay. Let's see things. I lost for a bit and my chat was very behind. But I said hi, I remember that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I probably missed it when you did. Yeah, no music, just loud cats and me singing terribly to them. Oh. Symphony of Cute Animals. Do you have the American version, the English version? I got the Japanese version and it's cotton, like a cotton paper, almost like a watercolor type paper. We were talking about papers and pencils on Ivy's stream yesterday, and I wanted to say that Johanna books also have slick paper. Yes, and some more so than others. Like me and Amy, been working in the Wildflower book for the last couple of days, and that I said to her, does she think this paper is slipperier? And yeah, it's definitely slipperier. It's funny how we all think different about papers. I was watching somebody today, and I don't remember who it is. It is somebody new. I should have made a point to pay attention to the name, being that it was one of her first videos. And she was talking. Was that the new one? No, it might not have been. But that fairy tale folk book, that came out with the reprint, and everybody talks about how great that paper is. Well, this person didn't like the paper, so that's why I say it's really funny how some people love the paper, and I guess it's all about how we color. Yeah. Little grunge in this house with the gray. It's too blue. Thank you, Kim. I should have listened to you in the first place. I'm awful with colors. Well, I actually needed to build up that blue one over there anyway, so. Oh, you're welcome. I usually do try to always pop in. Sometimes I don't see you. For some reason, the vertical notifications I don't get pop-ups for. I don't know if that's a setting or if they just don't send notifications, but I do not get notifications for vertical lives, so don't know what the deal is there. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna switch to Prismacolors because this is gonna take me forever if I do this whole page in these pencils. Not really sure. I mean, it looks okay. They look like houses. So. Not completely unhappy. But since I have all these grays out, why don't we do a gray one? Might as well. A carbon gray, platinum gray, granite. I don't get them either. It was just a joke. Oh, I know it was a joke. What don't you get, Amy? These pencils? Let's find a little one. This one's little. Here, we'll do this one. Well, you always hear they're good for hair and fur, right? So I also like to use polychromos for hair, for like that kind of stuff, because they don't blend together. They layer on top of each other. So if these work the same way, that means that no, they're not going to blend out from each other, that they're just going to build on top of each other, and that you could put a color underneath. So that's why, like with hair, it works, because hair is not one color. So you can do different colors in a strand and still see the colors underneath, which is bizarre when they're so opaque. Because these are pretty opaque. They're frosty, cloudy like. Oh, the pencils and notifications. You don't get notifications for anything, do you, Amy? I do get pretty good notifications, and what I do, if somebody goes live and I don't get a notification, I like hit my notification thing again, and that does seem to help. But yeah, for some reason, vertical notifications, I I don't get them. I never thought about that. I don't think that's something that I have in settings, but I guess it could possibly be. The gray's blended nice. But see, I said that too. I think that's with all pencils, that certain colors blend better than others. You don't. I don't even think you get them for me, do you? Of course, you can't even comment on my shorts, but somebody else was talking about that yesterday. I was in uh Foxy's, and I think maybe it was Linda can't comment on her shorts. But no, it was Jay Carey. Jay Carey can't comment on her shorts. So I thought that was interesting that it's not just you. Yeah, you might have it blocked for like when you sleep, that you silence your phone. So they might just be silenced. Don't disturb me. I may be napping. You never know what time zone I'm in. You're going to be so confused when you come back to the East Coast now. Does your phone automatically change times to where you are, or do you have to change it? I keep meaning to ask you that. Thank you. Actually, anybody can ask that. When you change time zones, does the cell phone just change, or do you have to put it in there? Thank you so much for all the likes this evening. Thanks for those watching that aren't chatting. Appreciate you all so much. It's been a real struggle to come lately. I'm like, well, I miss my friends. It would be kind of neat if you could hook it up to where it was like um, audio back and forth, like you guys could talk to, like a phone. There's got to be like, well, I know a lot of people don't want to be on camera. And that's confusing to me too. And the background noise and stuff gets really weird with that. But that would be neat. That is so cool, Amy. It's cool and scary. It is like super scary how much our phones listen to us. Like, Mike will talk about something before he goes to work, and then I'll pop on Facebook, and like the first ad on there will be like whatever he was talking about before he left. It's like that is so creepy to me. Makes me not want to have a cell phone, but geez. And people would definitely think I was an alien. Didn't have a cell phone. So the grays blend. So yeah, it's definitely like a pigment issue between colors because that actually blended almost flawlessly. And even with a little bit heavier hand because it was blending. But I don't know, have you noticed like the points do not go down? Like when people say they can't afford, I want to show this. Like these 3 blue flowers, 3 pencils, and all those leaves was 3 green pencils. I never sharpened my pencils. Now it's not a huge picture, but I know myself if I was using Prismacolors, I probably would have used a half a pencil, especially the dark pencil. But I mean they're not even going down. They just they go forever and ever and ever. I've hit 30 twice in one day. That's hilarious. You can do that on Discord or Twitch. Yeah, I don't want to go on any other social platforms. Facebook and YouTube, that's all I do. You can definitely stream with others, 247, whatever number you want. You just use something like Restream. Yeah. I'm just thinking like voice wise, like if you were just sitting here, like rather than you guys having the type that you could talk to so that you don't actually have to stream, but you could, you know, have audio chat rather than just a typing chat. Good night, Carol. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good weekend. And if you're in the way of the storm, please stay safe, stay warm. Scary weather coming. And in places that people are not used to it, that's what makes it so scary. I'm really tempted to do a pink bottom on this thing. I mean, it's gray and green, and wouldn't pink just look so cute right in there? Do I dare? Do I dare? Oh, that your cell phones will show you ads of something that you just talked about. Oh my gosh, did you get them all? Oy, 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 oy. Hey, you gotta count cats. Okay, nobody's saying go for the pink, so I'm not doing pink. A pink, a soft pink shutter could look cute. Yep, they go away so quick. And I think that's why, like, a lot of people have a gazillion kinds of pencils. I think about that. I'm like, well, why do you, if you love your Prismas, why do you have 20 sets of pencils? Well, if you used your, and we color every day, if you use your Prismas every day, we'd be buying, a set of Prismas once a month. Which I do laugh when they're on Amazon, like, add to your subscribe and save. I think that's hilarious. Could you imagine? Let me just add that 150 pack to my subscribe and save order. Jeez, maybe that's what my mom was doing. Who knows? We had to stop her from ordering because, she's shaky. So when she was ordering stuff, she would be pushing the plus. So she would mean to get one thing and it would like show up and we'd have like five. And I don't have room. I don't have room for 5 packs of toilet paper. The house is full. We are full. Mike keeps saying this is the year we're emptying out. I sure hope so. Like I know my regulars know, we put 4 adult households in one. So it was me, Mike, my mom, and then her husband passed away. So we have a lot of his stuff that was her stuff. That was her mother's and his mother's. And, does anybody want to take it? So I have this little corner. And I've been wanting stuff moved out that needs to go. And he says this is the year. Oh, there it is. Go for the pink. There's another one. Go for the pink. Came out kind of pretty on the shutters. So do I go lighter on the bottom? We could matchy. Let's try this one. Oh, good. Went pretty with the gray. This one is ash rose. This is very pretty. This is kind of like the Deco pink in Prismas. I love that pink. This house looks like it's coming out of the roof of this house. See how she did that? It's funny. This is so different. I mean, to me, this is so different for Johanna. Am I the only one? Like, if I was to see this picture, I would never think, oh, Johanna drew that. Another thing about the Inkling book, which I didn't really realize this about. I'm going to finish this up and then we'll go. I know I'm right about the 1 o'clock mark here. The Secret Gardens. Are all the pictures in there small pictures from her regular size books? Because I noticed, like, I have the turtle that I colored in a book that I just see, because I just bought a lot of her books and I had Secret Gardens. So are Small Victories. So are all the pictures in Small Victories once larger and she shrunk them? Anybody know? Because if I have to sit down with that book and go through my books, it's going to be a long day. Oh, we got another. I agree, pink. No. Okay. That's good to know. And I'm glad you knew. I'm glad somebody didn't say, I don't know. Like I said, I would have been sitting there with all my books. Just blending this with the champagne color. This is kind of like the, what's that favorite luminance color too? Oh, it's not coming to me. It's not primrose, but it's close. I don't know. I don't remember. My brain says it's 1 o'clock, Lori. It's time to stop, and you're hungry. I think I'm gonna make some sloppy joes. Does that sound good? Everybody says I eat too many burgers, so I'm gonna have a sloppy joe. Silly, huh? All right, well, we got a couple houses done. I don't know how much I like that. Not really happy with it at all, but There it is. Derwent drawing on Johanna Glassford paper. Primrose yellow. Titanium buff. That's it. Yep. Her planners are like that, but not the small victories. We bought one of her calendars, and holy cow, it was too small to color. We said, nope, none of that. Not doing that anymore. All right, well, I'm gonna go. I don't know if I'll make something to eat or wait till Mike gets home and eat with him later, but the picture looks really nice on camera. I'll say that. I can't really see the dark spots, so the lighting is helping give the contrast there. I'll probably work at it, see if I can smooth it out. Well, thank you, Noel. And thank you all for coming. Please stay warm, stay safe if you don't have to go out and you're around that weather. My goodness, stay out of it. You are so welcome, Amy. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all very, very much. Well, thank you for coming, Noel. Thank you for coming, Ambient. Who else was new today? Alex. Thank you so much. All my newcomers, new subscribers. Appreciate you. Stay warm, stay safe. See you next time. Hopefully Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Bye, everybody.